this tape, so believe it or not, we're in Johnny's over in Teelin tonight, all together here having a very good time. And I'm going to have you say, Johnny and his wife say hello to you, and from that on we'll go on to the next part of the program. Here is Bridget now, Johnny's wife.
Hello, everybody there in Chicago. We're very glad to have Auntie Ellen and Nora here with us. We're all gathered together tonight here in Teelin. I wish we were all with us. Francis Joseph, and Teresa, John Patrick, and Mary Jeannie, and all the Gillespies. I wish you were all here to go along with us. Here's Johnny now to say hello to you.
Hello, this is Johnny. How's Pat, my brother, and the Gillespies, and John Patrick and Francis Joseph. I would like to be there along with you, but maybe someday I might see you. So, cheerio.
The next I'm going to have you hear a fellow that's a very good violinist over here. I believe his name is Jim Byrne, better known in the neighborhood as Jim What James, playing the violin. I'll take you. Go ahead. Next, you're going to hear from Con and Mary Gillespie. Now all the Gillespies will think you're listening, so here is your mother to begin with.
Excuse me. This is Mother here and Uncle Johnny tonight. James, Thomas, Bridie and family and Bill. Hope you're all well. Francis, Joseph and wife Teresa and children sending you all their best wishes. John, Patrick and Mary Jean. Hope to see you next summer. Goodbye from Mother.
Now here's Dad to see something, Gillespie.
Yeah. Come on, we're talking to you. Felix. I guess
Berla.
when my son here, Bar and my mother's there here. Just tell us what we have. Continental.
Did you understand that? He talked in Gaelic.
Hello,
Now,
Pat.
Just a minute. Now here is Con, Uncle Con, to all of you.
Hello, Pat. Come on, show. I give you word. It's place you can have to need in other. Tama Jahma Yar Jory, Tamagi Yan Shaw, Jennifer Birding Shaw, Augusta Marin Shaw. Augusta Shiariha, place you can have you. La Father Lord, her place you like a deck to aid in other. The Baron Shaw, Ellen, August Bonulana, what a gabble egg, Yankee, August Eddie, Byrne, August Van, August Achlam, August Bew Sites, Gold Chol, all August Dowse and Shaw, August Sulash, GM, that means I would. Gavakim August Shirajam come Tama, Rimajarama, Javano country feeder, Bono country feeder, the regular August Guillaume Macalia, Lamahdi Montera, well, Daddy, I'm not done with the office of Chicago. Slide the Portuguese. Did I take the Maratinoch?
Now, Pat, you translate that. Now, Pat, you'll have to translate that, you know, into English, because that's better Gaelic than I got. And now I'll turn it over to Anne, Con's wife, Auntie Anne.
Hello, how are you all there in Chicago? I hope you are all well. We are here tonight enjoying ourselves and Johnny's. So, good night now, and that's all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Next, you're going to hear from Aunt Maggie Ann. Here she is.
I wish to say hello to my brother Pat and his family, Francis Joseph, his wife and children, John Patrick and Mary Jeannie. I wish to say hello to the Gillespie family, James, Thomas, Andrew, Bridie, her husband Bill and children. This is from Auntie Maggie. We are having a pleasant night here and Uncle Johnny's tonight. We have all the Coguish people here, Eddie Byrne, his wife and family, and a wonderful family they are. So, good night and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Here is Uncle Joe now.
Hello, Pat. All my nephews and nieces. Well, Pat, it's a long time since you are here now. We hope to see you before long again. How's the Gillespies? Tommy and Jimmy and Bridget. And Andy. Poor Andy gave me a great day in the bog. He cut half me turf in one day. God bless the poor fella. I hope he's getting on well. Well, Jimmy Gillespie, how was Joe Patikin? Maybe he didn't pronounce it right, but I know you have a good time with him anyway, used to have. I hope we'll see you all here sometime. We'll have a drinking with the aunts. Though Buddy won't be there. I think she's passing out tonight. Well, how's Francis Joseph and John Patrick? I would like to see them here sometime. I know Francis Joseph is a great man at the boats. I would like to see him sailing the yacht. Well, how is so now I'll say goodbye to you until I see you again. So cheerio now. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Joe. Next, we'll hear from the Kerns, Eugene and Aunt Bridget. Here is Aunt Bridget.
Hello, Pat. I'm very thankful to be here tonight to speak to you. How is your two sons, their wives and family? Andy Gillespie, Jimmy Gillespie and Tommy Gillespie. Bridie and Bill and the children. We'll have a great night here tonight in Uncle Johnny's. Eddie and his wife and his family are here. Mary Catherine and her family are here from Coguish. Myself and Eugene is here tonight. We're enjoying a good night. Bridget's here and Eugene is here. And Mary Catherine was home, she's here too. She's in Galway at present. I wish to say hello to Ellen Byrne's brother, Francie. We heard him singing tonight, a wonderful singer. Goodbye and God bless. Bye, Cheadle.
Thank you very much. Now here is Eugene Kern.
Hello, Pat. How are you? I'm standing here with your wife. How was all the Gillespies? Tommy and Andy. And Jimmy. Well, Andy, the salmon season wasn't very good the year. So goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. Now I'll have Bridget and Eugene Kern's girl, Bridget, sing you a song. Here she is.
20 years ago today, I grasped my mother's hand. She kissed and blessed her only son, going to a foreign land. She grasped me to her loving arms. She knew I had to go, and as I walked away from her, she sweetly said to me, "Oh, goodbye, Johnny dear, when you're far away. Don't forget your dear old mother far across the sea. Oh, write a letter now and then, and send her all you can. And don't forget where'er you roam that you're an Irishman." We sailed away from Queenstown, that in the Cove of Cork. We had a pleasant journey, and soon we're in New York. My good friends came to meet me there. I got a job next day, and where'er I roam, I hear my mother say, "Oh, goodbye, Johnny dear, when you're far away. Don't forget your dear old mother far across the sea. Oh, write a letter now and then, and send her all you can. But don't forget where'er you roam that you're an Irishman." One day a letter came from home, from dear old Ireland. The postmark showed it came from home, but not my mother's hand. 'Twas Father Tom who wrote and said that she had passed away. But still from heaven I can hear my mother's sweet voice say, "Oh, goodbye, Johnny dear, when you're far away. Don't forget your dear old mother far across the sea. Oh, write a letter now and then, and send her all you can. But don't forget where'er you roam that you're an Irishman."
Thank you very much. Next we're going to hear from Johnny and Bridget's little boy, John Gerard, singing a Gaelic song for you. Here he goes.
Johannic Shannon Scolange, the Ocra says a Shanley, Stalin Veg, the Hazy, the Tuska, Wireless Scholars, and Chandaway Senior, and Chandaway Senior, and Chandaway Senior, and Stal Take Up Ante.
Good boy, thank you very much. Next we're going to have a song from Uncle Con. Here we are.
I been the king of Ireland, and all things at my will. I would roam for recreation, you come first to find still. But the comfort I would like the best, yous all may understand, as to win the heart of Martha, the flower of sweet Strabane. I wish I had my darling girl way down in the Shone, or in some lonely valleys of the wild woods of Tyrone. I would do my best endeavour, I'd work the newest plan, for to win the heart of Martha, the flower of sweet Strabane. Her cheeks are of a rosy red, and her head of a lovely brown. She's one of the finest creature of the whole Milesian clan, and my heart is fairly captured by the flower of sweet Strabane.
Here we go again with the Jim Byrne with more music. Thank you very much.
Well, Jimmy, Tommy, Andy, and Pat Johnny, I hope you are all well. This is me now that played them few couple of tunes, and God looked to them. Jim Fudges.
Now for another chapter of the night, here was Francis O'Byrne with the song.
Far away from the land of the shamrock and heather, in search of a living as exiles we roam. But whenever we chance to assemble together, we talk of the land where we once had a home. Those homes are destroyed and our soils cultivated. The hand of the tyrant brought plunder and woe. Our fires are now dead and our hearths desolated. In our once happy homes in the county Mayo. Long years have now passed since with hearts full of sorrow the land of the shamrock we left far behind. But we would like to be going back tomorrow to the friends of our youth that we still bear in mind. The days of our childhood, 'tis now we regret them. They cling to our visions wherever we go, and the friends of our youth, we will never forget them. They too are exiled from the county Mayo, from starry Killala, from Swinford to Bala, Ballyhonus and Westport and Old Castlebar, Kilchimach and Claremorris, Belmullet and Erris, of the whole whose great men are famed near and far. Kilmaine, Ballinrobe, Ballinan, Bohola, Turmacady and Mayo, a few miles below. Newport and Cong, Owlstrade and Manila, Charlestown too in the county Mayo. So boys, pull together in all kinds of weather. Don't show the white feather wherever you go. Each act as a brother and help one another like the true-hearted sons from the county Mayo.
Again, Francis O'Byrne.
The sun was sinking in the west, it fell with lingering rays through the shadow of a meadow on the sunset's silvery sky, through the branches of a forest where the wounded ranger lay. Far from his home in Texas they laid him down to die. Went to stop his lifeblood flowing, they found it all in vain. The tears rolled down each man's cheeks like light showers of rain. Then spoke the noble ranger, "Boys, weep no more for me, for I'm crossing the deep blue waters to a country that is free." Comrades, gather closer and listen to what I say. I'm going to tell a story ere my spirit flies away. Way back in northwest Texas, that good old homestead there, there's one who waits my coming with a weary heart away. A fair young girl, my sister, my only joy and pride. She's been my friend since childhood, I had no one else beside. I loved her like a brother, and with a father's care I've strove through grief and sorrow, her gentle heart to spare. My mother, she lies sleeping beneath that churchyard sod, and many a day has passed away since her good soul fled to God. My father, he lies sleeping beneath the deep blue sea. I had no other kindred, there was none but Nell and me. But our country was invaded, and they called for volunteers. She threw her arms around me, and then burst into tears, saying, "Go, my darling brother, drive the raiders from our shore. My heart may need your presence, but our country needs you more." It's true, I love my country, for her I'd give my all. If it were not for my sister, I'd be content to fall. I'm dying, comrades, dying, you'll see me never more. And in vain she'll wait my coming outside our cabin door. Comrades, gather closer and listen to my prayer. Which of you will be her brother and give her brother's care? Then spoke the noble rangers, they answered one and all, "We'll be to her as brothers till the last one of us fall." Then one broad smile of pleasure o'er the ranger's face was spread. One dark unbolted shadow on the ranger boy was dead. Far from his darling sister, they laid him down to rest, with a saddle for a pillow and a gun across his breast.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now that you've heard Francis, I'll turn you over to Bridget for a moment.
Now as this night is drawing to a close, I'd like to say good night to you all, and especially to Uncle Frank. We were very pleased to hear him sing on this tape that Auntie Ellen had with her. Auntie Ellen is spending a few days with us now, we hope, and we hope the weather is fine, as it's been terrible since she came almost. So there isn't much more we can say except good night to you all, and hope that you all are making up your minds to spend another night here with us. Each and every one of you now plan on coming for a holiday. We'll be all glad to see you. So this is all for now. Good night. And Francis, say good night to them now. Say good night.
Good night.
This is Francis.
That's it. Thank you. Hello again. Now we finished the third chapter of the tape in Teelin. Here we're back again in Coguish and Eddie's with a whole house full of folks here to do some very nice music for you and everything that's coming up. I don't know exactly what it is yet. However, I won't take up too much of the tape. It's too valuable. I don't have too much of it left. Now this is the 15th of September, and I will be seeing you, God willing, next Saturday on the 17th at 11 o'clock at O'Hare Field. And now I'm going to turn this over to two very nice boys who are playing a saxophone and accordion, Patsy McGowan and Charles Cannon. The house is full of uncles and aunts and cousins by the dozens, friends and neighbors. And here we go.
Thank you.
Now, wasn't that just beautiful music? And next on hand, believe it or not, and you, Uncle Francis, listen now to Charles Macaulay with a recitation. Here is Charles.
Well, Francis, we resembled in your old plantation, not exactly, for you've seen the first light, but close by. I remember very well when your brothers Johnny and Pat, when we used to wander around here, and we thought at that time that the woods were terrible woods. But since then I seen greater woods. In fact, I left in the morning at 7 o'clock in your country, and came out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon
out through the woods without meeting one house. Therefore, Francis, I am glad to speak to you as a neighbour. You remember Kelby when he used to work on the road. You were a boy at that time. We used to wear our coats for some time in the morning. Perhaps we thought that it was too cold. And we then, when McKelvey would come along, we would speak to him and we would try to be nice to him. When we say, good morning, Mr. McKelvey, McKelvey would tell us to get out of them coats. So also, Francis, you remember Devaney that lived in Crohera. You remember when he used to come down with his donkey cart and look sideways at us as we went along the road. You remember Darby Lanty, and you remember all the neighbours that you knew at that time. But many of them are not visible anymore. They are gone to oblivion. Therefore, Francis, the recitation that I am about to recite to you was composed by an exile from the glen, not far from your house. Therefore, you will notice his longing for the glen, but many of them that was visible then are not visible anymore. So I will recite to you the recitation that he composed. So I will begin the recitation now. I love the Donegal hills and the vales that lay between. I love to see the bounding rills in their clear and beautiful scene. But far dearer are to me the haunts of my happy dreams that flow from the mountains free, the glen of Ballydew streams. I love the hills, the dear old hills, in the bending skies above, where the dew of heaven distills the pure bliss and balm of love. But purer, fairer, far unto me, in my waking thoughts or dreams, are those sweet birds of memory, the glen of Ballydew streams. I love the Donegal hills in the sunshine or the storm. Their midnight voice my bosom thrills, their dawn glimmer has a charm. But all these fades before my eyes, when on my memory gleams, flown on these cloudless skies, the glen of Ballydew streams. I love the hills, the grand old hills, that shelter our home so free. In gratitude my bosom fills, when their wood-crowned crest I see. But when I am weary and needing rest, and the world all friendless seems, my dearest refuge and the best is the glen of Ballydew streams. That's the end of that. Thank you very much, Johnny. The record diary. The record diary. I will say.
Give us a spirit of mortal.
Huh?
Spirit of mortal be great.
The spirit of mortal. Well, I will, but it's a long one. Well, I'll say it anyway, let them say. Perhaps some of them heard it before, I don't know. Oh, why should the spirit of mortal be proud, like a fast-flying meteor as fast as a cloud? A flash of the lightning, a break of the wave, he passeth from life to his rest in the grave. The leaves of the oak in the willows will fade, they will be scattered around and together be laid. The young and the old, the low and the high, they will moulder to dust and together shall lie. The infant, a mother who attended and loved, the mother, the infant whose affection who proved, the husband, the mother, the infant who blessed, each all are away to their dwelling of rest. The maid on whose cheek, on whose brow, on whose eye, shone beauty and pleasure, her triumphs are by. And the memory of those who loved her and praised, they are alike from the mind of the living erased. The hand of the king the sceptre hath borne, the brow of the priest the mighty hath worn. The eye of the sage, the heart of the brave, they are hidden and lost in the depth of the grave. The peasant whose lot was to sow and to reap, the herdsman who climbed with his goats up the steep, the beggar who wandered in search of his bread, they are all laid away like the grass that we tread. The saint who enjoyed the communion of heaven, the sinner who dared to remain unforgiven, the wise and the foolish, the guilty and just, each have quietly mingled their bones together in the dust.
The multitude comes like the flower of the weed that withers away to let others succeed. The multitude comes, even those we behold, to repeat every tale that has often been told. We are the same our fathers have been, we've drunk the same stream, we view the same sun, we're on the same course our fathers have run. The death we're shrinking, they also would shrink. To the life we're clinging, they also would cling. But it speeds from us all like a bird on the wing. The love but the story we cannot unfold. The scorn but the heart of the haughty is cold. They grieve but no wail, from their slumber did come. They died, oh they died, we things that are now. We walk on the turf that lay over their brow. In hope and in despondency, in pleasure and in pain, we mingle together in sunshine and rain. May the song, the tear and the dirge, we follow each other like surge upon surge. 'Tis the wink of an eye, 'tis the draw of a breath, from the blossom of health to the paleness of death, from the gilded saloon to the bier and the shroud. Oh fie, should the spirit of mortal be proud. Good boy. A fillion year ago a hallan shearna, a tina kielna for more. Castle Nanya is a tea1 year ago, it's make a kiena a shoe rod. Van them a hangel, Julian Wizen, Stirlam hangel a cream of lord. Stirlam a risker gorachan green, mem, shall she at feed the sport. Jesse goose a croma wig ma weber, na funum rog, Gurwanis and Sakavar armor veju, say gola brag no na gallinog. Maar dat zijn de laatste ma hakan krabben, ma huisru baan na ma wina lia, ni mogen aan je moeder dusse baan, sneer van een strakula strumme kiel. Silly ni motte ga miman ralafe, sniewin laatje ma lana jirien.
Thank you, Charles, and I'm sure, Uncle, you enjoyed that very much. Wasn't it nice to hear Charles talking after all those years? And what a vast memory he has got. Now we will continue with the boys playing on the violin and the accordion. Here they go. Next number is by Peter Cunningham on the violin, Patsy McGowan on the accordion, Charles Cannon on the guitar. Here we go. Next is a solo by Peter Cunningham on the violin.
Right.
Next you're going to hear Charles Cannon will oblige us with the song, also playing on his guitar.
Right.
Mind is sad and weary, is blessed St. Patrick's Day, dreaming of old Ireland and the loved ones far away. I have my bunch of shamrock and I cherish it with pride. Each spray grew on the river bank, my dear old home beside. And as I gaze upon them, my sad thoughts fly afar to that dear old spot my childhood's called, away in old Kilcar. I've travelled over England, I viewed the cliffs of Wales, I've seen the charming scenery of Scotland's hills and dales. I show no doubt they're beautiful, the works of nature's art, but they cannot cheer the longing of an Irish exile's heart. I've roamed the wells of Weary, I've climbed dark Loch but I'd rather still climb Muckra's Hill, away in old Kilcar. 'Twas pleasant in...
Well, that was Patrick, but the tape run out. But however, we won't let him get away with it. We'll have to get another one from him. Here it goes.
Well, well. For as I went out one evening, it being the month of May, a widow and her daughter spied along the way. Her daughter shook her shoulders and she milked her patient cow, singing, "I will and I must get married as the humour's on me now." Now you shut up, you silly young daughter, and you hold your sinful tongue. You're better free and single and happy while you're young. But her daughter shook her shoulders and she milked her patient cow, singing, "I will and I must get married as the humour's on me now." Then since you must get married, then you'll tell me what you'll do. And quickly she did answer, "I will do the same as you. I'll have my own wee dairy and my butter milking cow. Oh, I will and I must get married as the humour's on me now." Then if you must get married, then you'll tell me who's the man. And quickly she did answer, "It is William John McCann. He's a carpenter, a tailor, and a man to follow the plough. Oh, I will and I must get married as the humour's on me now." Well, this couple, they got married, they were very well to do. They liked each other and loved each other as couples ought to do. She has her own wee dairy and her butter milking cow, but she's sorry she ever got married, for the humour's of her now.
Now, that was Patrick. You know what he said? He just said, to take a person to have quite a few drinks to be at this kind of business. So we'll see what will Francis Gillespie do with the business now. Here he is.
My young love said to me, "My mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind." She stepped away from me, and this she did say, "It will not be long, love, till the next market day." She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her move here and move there, and then she went homeward like one start away, as a swan in evening moves over the lake. Last night she came to me, my dead love came in, so softly she came at her feet made no din. She laid her hand on me, and this she did say, "It will not be long, love, till our wedding day."
have Patrick Gallagher play a reel, and his wife Mary Ellen Gillespie, of course, as you know, will dance the reel. Of course, you can't see her, but at least she's right here with you. So here we go, Patrick. Hello again. Now that you've had all kinds of music and singing, let's have Nora Angela sing a song. Just fussing around here all day, milking cows, feeding calves and chickens and digging potatoes and everything. How's she going to sing?
Over there. Hello, everyone in Chicago. I say we're here gathered together in Balmcfadden tonight, trying to finish the tape. So I hope you all like it. We're having a wonderful vacation here, and hope to see you all soon. So I'll now try and sing a few verses of the Boys from the County Armagh. There's one fair county in Ireland, with memories so glorious and grand, where nature has lavished its bounty. 'Tis the orchard of Erin's green land. Sure I love its cathedral and cities, once founded by Patrick so true, and it bears in the heart of its bosom the ashes of Brian Boru. It's my own Irish home, far across the foam, although I've often left it in foreign lands to roam. No matter where I wander, through cities near or far, sure my heart's at home in old Ireland, in the county of Armagh. I travelled a part of the county, through Newtown, Porthill, Crossmaglen, around by the gap of Mount Norris, and home by Blackwater again, where the girls are so gay and so hearty, none fairer in Erin go bragh. Oh, but where are the boys that can court them, like the boys from the county Armagh? It's my own Irish home, far across the foam, although I've often left it in foreign lands to roam. No matter where I wander, through cities near or far, sure my heart's at home in old Ireland, in the county of Armagh.
Now it's time for the Queen Mother almost to go to bed, and here she's waiting to say hello to you, Mary Catherine.
What's the catch it? No. Wait till I say it first. Hello, brother Francis and Pat John Byrne, Francis Joseph and Teresa, John Patrick, Mary Jean, Margaret Jean and Helen. It's so wonderful to be able to say hello to you all over there. I'm feeling much better. Wish you all could come to see us. How about that, Mary Jean? Good night and God bless you all. I sure am enjoying the Yankees.
Now, how is that? Now she has to go to bed. It's good night. She's pretty tired, you know. We have her up here. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning now. We're a little bit after.
Folks, the two Noras are now dancing. should see those two bloody kids on the floor. They're mighty fine.
Hello. Now I'm going to have the Queen Mother from Coguish, Maggie, sing a song with a whole bunch chiming in. Here we go.
Hello, everybody over there. I'm trying to sing a song here. Lonely, I wander through scenes of my childhood to call back to memory the happy days unknown. Gone they all go, the house stands deserted, nowhere in their window, no welcome at the door. Here's where the children play games on the heather. Here's where we sailed and we both sung the barn. Where are they now? Some are glad, some I wonder. No to their old home shall those children return. Lonely the house now, and lonely the land. The children are scattered, the old folk are gone. Where I stand, I hear like a ghost or a shadow. It's time I was leaving. It's time I passed on.
Well, Maggie, I hope you're here for a long time. You've just heard Patrick Gallagher playing a breakdown and Eddie dancing. Now you'll hear Francis O'Byrne again with another song.
Oh, a beautiful girl from the banks of the Liffey once married a man from the Clyde. And a year or two later both Glasgow and Dublin were bubbling all over with pride. For the shamrock and heather were fashioned together of flowers so pretty and fair. And the name of this beauty, this Scots-Irish beauty, was Lily McNally McNail. Lily McNally McNail, pride of the Clyde and the Liffey. Lily McNally McNail captured my heart in a jiffy. Sometimes I meet her and sometimes I greet her, and that's when I walk on air. And down in the valley I dilly and dally with Lily McNally McNeil. Oh, her eyes are as blue as the lakes of Killarney, as keen as the wine from the south. You can tell right away there's a touch of the blarney as soon as she opens her mouth. She's as straight as a thistle without any bristle, and no other girl can compare. Free from rascality, full of vitality, Lily McNally McNeil. Lily McNally McNeil, pride of the Clyde and the Liffey. Lily McNally McNeil captured my heart in a jiffy. Sometimes I meet her and sometimes I greet her, and that's when I walk on air. And down in the valley I dilly and dally with Lily McNally, with Lily McNally McNeil.
That was Ellen Byrne, the violin. Next you're going to hear Patrick Gillespie. I believe it's the Yellow Rose in Texas.
The yellow rose in Texas that I am gonna see. Nobody else could miss her, not half as much as me. For she cried so when I left her that like to broke my heart. But if I'll ever find her, we never more will part. She's the sweetest little rosebud that Texas ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds, that sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your Clementine and sing of Rosaline, but the yellow rose of Texas is the only child for me. Oh, now I'm going to find her, for my heart is full of woe. We'll do the things together we done so long ago. We'll play the banjo gaily and she'll love me as before. For the yellow rose of Texas will be mine forevermore.
Here we got Eddie to sing. What are you going to sing? A little Johan Darish.
There's a good old Scottish custom that has stood the test of time. It's a custom that is now held up in every land and clime. When the good old folk do gather, as is just the usual thing, and then before they say good night, they all left and sing. Oh, it's a wee Jock and Dolly, Jock, a wee one and that's all. Oh, a wee Jock and Dolly, Jock, before we can go off. There's a wee one life of waiting, and a wee Butney bell. You can see it's a black red moonlight nature, we're all wet again. Now I like the man, the sort of a man, the man that's straight and fair. I like the man that will and can, and all times do his share. I like the man, the sober man, the sort of a chap you know, the fella that slaps your back and says, have another before ye go. A wee wee John and Dory, a wee one and that's all. A wee wee John and Dory, before we get you home. The wee wife a-waiting and the wee bunny bell. You can see the red moonlight night, so we're all right you can. I'll invite ye all some other night, your sweethearts and your wives, and I promise ye the grandest time you've had in all your lives. You can hear the bagpipe playing, and we'll dance the heel and fling, and just for old acquaintance sake, we'll all unite and sing. Oh, a wee wee John and Dory, oh, a wee one, that's all. Oh, a wee wee John and Dory, before we get no war. The wee wife a-waiting and the wee Putney Ben. You can say it's a blab moon, yep, till we're all right again.
And once again we'll hear Francis O'Byrne with another song.
I'll be bidding farewell to the land of my youth and the home I loved so well, to those mountains grand of my own native land. I'll be bidding them all farewell. With an aching heart I will bid them adieu, for tomorrow I sail far away o'er the raging foam, for to seek a home to the shores of America. 'Tis not for the love of gold I'm going, 'tis not for the love of fame, that fortune bright might shine over me and give me a glorious name. 'Tis not for the love of gold I'm going o'er this weary and stormy sea, but to seek a home for my own true love to the shores of America. And when I am bidding my last farewell, the tears like rain will blind, to think of my friends and my own native land, and the home I'm leaving behind. But if I am to die 'neath a fallen sky, and be buried so far away, no fond mother's tears will be shed o'er my grave on the shores of America. And if ever I do return again my own native land to see, 'tis then that my friends will meet me there, with a smile they'll welcome me, for my own true love is as dear to me as the flowers that blossom in May. With the Cadmila vulture they'll welcome me back from from the shores of America.
Now, to finish this tape, I hope you will like it to some extent anyway. We would be very bad if we didn't get the man who had made all very possible for us. The very generous and kind-hearted Charles Cairn of Kilcar. I'm sure, Francis, you know him very well. You knew his father anyway, I'm sure. Oh, here is Charles now.
Thank you very much.
Down by the Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally Gardens with little snow white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. But I was young and foolish, and with her I did not agree. In a field down by yon river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she placed her snow white hand. She bid me take love easy as the grass grows on the wheels. But I was young and foolish, and now I am full of tears.
It's maybe someday I'll go back to Ireland. Should it only be at the closing of my day, for to see again the moonlight over Clonard, and to watch the sun go down on Galway Bay, for to see again a ripple on the trout stream, and the women in the meadows serving hay, for to sit beside a turf fire in a cabin, and to watch the barefoot girls at their play. Now the wind that blow across the banks of Ireland brings a perfume from the heather as they go, and the women in the uplands digging titties speak the language that the strangers do not know. Sure, they come here and try to teach us their ways, and blame us for to being what we are. But they might as well go try and catch a moonbeam, and to light a penny candle from a star. There's going to be a life hereafter, and somehow sure I think there's bound to be. I will ask of God to let me have
tape left after Charles Cannon, so we got Francie Gillespie on to finish it up. Now it's 3:30 in the morning, so we'll have to say good night, or is it good morning? I don't know what it is over there. And this is going to be all. We're dead tired. Bye-bye.
So now, folks, for our national anthem.
Soldiers are we, whose lives are pledged to Ireland, some have come from the land beyond where God bless them, swore to be free. No ancient Ireland can shelter them ours live. Tonight we'll bound